Hey there, amigos. Tio here. Today, I'm not doing electrical. Today, I'm doing a fuel line on my Ford E250. I've got a job to do tomorrow. It's about a couple hours away. I figure I'll take that. Got air conditioning and cruise control on it. So the van has had a fuel leak for the last 3-4 months, maybe. You know how they say plumbers have the worst plumbing. I guess mechanics have the worst cars. So I don't know. But anyway, where the leak is the main fuel supply line from the fuel filter to the fuel rail. And I took it off already, and the line from the dealer, I went and talked to them, and they quoted me $180 before taxes and shipping and all that other stuff. Said it'll be 5 days before it gets here. So I figure learning experience is what it's going to be for me on this. I'm trying to do it for cheap. I went to O'Reilly's and bought the end connectors and some hose and clamps. Even got me a filter while I was there, because seeing as how I'm connected to it. $50 in parts for the line, and another $11, I think, for the filter. But yeah, let's look at what we have. All right, so the line, like I said, I already have it off here. This is the fuel rail side, and this is the fuel filter side. Right here, pull the sheathing back some. Right here, where that grayed out area is where it was leaking. You can see it good now. Anyway, the parts I got are right here. The 5/16 line with a couple clamps. Got 4 foot of that. I think that right there is about 3.5 foot total. 14 millimeter adapter for the fuel rail side. And this one right here is a 5/16 fuel line connector. So, and then I picked up the fuel filter just because I'm there already. So what I'm planning on doing, if it works, hooking the fuel rail side up here, put I got some cheap Harbor Freight sheathing like this blue stuff on here. I'm gonna put it on that line and run it all the way down to the fuel filter, because once I get through here and back over under by the rail, because this is what's exposed beside the rail, the metal part, I figure I'll leave the sheathing on there, and then I'll figure out some way to keep it from hitting the frame so it doesn't rub against the line and wear it out. So if all works out well, it shouldn't be no problem. I mean, the guy told me this is 250 psi line. I don't know, but I think the van's either between 50 and 60 psi, so shouldn't be an issue, but we'll see. $50 in parts as opposed to 180 plus is much better, because I only paid $700 for the entire van. So why would I spend more than a quarter on that little piece of fuel line? Anyway, if I really have to get it, I will, but I'm gonna try this and see how it works out. I'll be back. All right. It appears to be working fine. No leaks. Run it all the way down. Thing is, running it so long. Gonna need a tune-up foot. No gasoline below it. That's a good thing. So I guess the real test will come tomorrow when I make that road trip. So Let me get the doghouse back on there and air up the tires and check the fluids and stuff. Because like I said, I haven't driven this thing in like 3 months or so. I'll be back. So I've been driving the van for a couple days now, and I drove it up to the county, fixed a couple cars up there for a shop, and van runs great, no problems with the fuel line. I thought I would do a follow-up here to give the part numbers for the connectors and stuff. The part numbers for this are for the fuel rail side. These are Dorman, and what can you do? Dorman 800-131. That's for the fuel rail side. And down at the fuel filter, it's 800-120. To get them off, I use the old cheap connectors, the disconnects. This worked good for the fuel rail. Granted, it had a little rust on it, and I had to push it and turn it at the same time. And then I found it easier to use this one for the for this side here, just because of leverage. But they came off just fine. And then with the 5/16 fuel line. But yeah, all in all, works good. Only going to drive this a couple more days and probably let it sit up again for a while, because it's not very organized. I had to throw everything in here just so I can run up to the county. But I do like the mobile toolbox, so I'll be enjoying that tomorrow. But again, thanks for watching.